Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have something a little fun. So I reached out to the owner of MÄKSÄLIFE way back in December, and I asked her about a couple of printables on her website, and I had seen them through Playing with Lakin here on YouTube and Instagram, and I was just intrigued by the whole process that she created that had to do with goal setting and planning and everything. So that was the first step, and then I actually used those printables to help me create my goals and my mind map for this year, and I really loved her system. And when I posted this on my Instagram and the video, which I will leave linked down below, going through the whole process of using those printables and coming up with this whole process, she reached out to me and asked if I would like to try the planner, and I said yes, I would love to, but I am and this had already come up in previous conversations, I am fully committed to my EC through June because I plan on an academic year. So she was so kind and she sent this to me anyway, which I think is amazing. And I'm just really excited to get my hands on this. All I've done is really take it out of the cellophane that it came in. So let's go into the box and see, and I will show you everything about this planner and all my thoughts. She did send this to me for free, but all my thoughts are my own. So there's my little disclosure, and let's go ahead and open this up. So it came with all of this cute little, I don't even know what you call this, little paper crinkles. And I'm gonna get everything out of the box and then we will kind of unwrap everything together. So, all right, this is how it came in the box, and it was just so cute with the little ribbon around it. And there were a couple of extra little goodies. We'll get to the bookmarks in a little bit. But it came with these little cards. Here is the kind of info. So she has an Instagram for the planner. This is the Instagram, or YouTube, sorry. Instagram and the Facebook group, which I joined. She sent me the link to it and everything. And people have been posting the most amazing ideas in there. You could use any planner and get really good ideas from the Facebook group. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. All right, so let's get those out of the way. And then we have these stickers. These colors match her system. And I'm curious to see, because I haven't really looked at the planner very much. We're doing this together. So I'm curious to see how these work within the system. So I'm going to put these off to the side for now, and let's actually get into the planner. Ooh, there's a little piece of paper there. Okay, so it came in this gorgeous box, a very sturdy box, really, really good quality box. And then the planner was wrapped in cellophane, like I said, but I took it out because I wanted to see what it looked like inside. So let's get this out of here. This box is really nice, really sturdy. Okay, so first of all, let me just tell you a little bit about this whole system and the planner, just the basics here. So Sierra Friend is the owner of MÄKSÄLIFE and the curator of it. She is Planner Friend on Instagram if you're curious. The planner is $68 and it comes in two formats. So you get the horizontal and the vertical as options, and then there's two planner cover colors. The cover art is done by Pigeon Letters. She's one of my favorite Instagram artists. She's amazing. And I actually have some of her lettering in my house. I have a little sign that she personalized before she blew up. She made this on her Etsy shop, and I asked her to change it from dog to cat, and it says, I work hard so my cat can have a better life. So she holds kind of a special place in my heart because I see that every day and it just makes me happy. So I love that she picked that artist for the cover, and it's on both sides. There's the back of it, and it comes in blue and yellow. Okay, so first of all, first thoughts here. We have the Wire O binding, which is not my favorite, I'll be honest with you. The reason is that I have found through years of planners and planning that it's just not my favorite. So back here, let's just go ahead and take this little thing off. Back here is the problem that I have. It always comes apart like this, and it's not my favorite. But the color is really pretty. It's like a brushed gold, kind of a bronzy gold, and I do like that. And it does feel very sturdy. So maybe it's like the best of the best in the wire O binding world, but it's just not, it's not my favorite. I prefer like a heavy duty coil like the Erin Condren. It does have like a chipboard cover, and it seems super sturdy and thick with little rounded corners. Like this is super well made, like very, like, I'm using the word sturdy again, but I really like how durable it feels. And then you have the elastic on the back that you can wrap around. All right, let's dig into this. I'm just so curious about this. Her paper I've heard is amazing, which feeling it right now feels just awesome. Okay, so opening it up, we have this little page to intro the planner. You can put all your info in there. The paper is a little bit thinner than, like, say, the Erin Condren paper, but it's so smooth, and I love smooth paper. That's a complaint that I have with the Erin Condren planner the last 2 years is the paper. This is really nice. It's just really, and I like the color of it. It's a very nice, like, a grayish white. Okay, so we have a little note here from Sierra Friend. She is a life coach, and that will like make sense when we talk about these pages. So the first part of the planner is the goal setting section. The tabs, by the way, are laminated. They're very nice. I like that a lot. And I love that they are kind of a neutral gray. Okay, so her system, I'm really like kind of thinking I want to just work through it again, maybe now that I have this in my hands, because the printables didn't have everything. It doesn't have, you know, all of these pages. It just had a few of them. It had this, and then it had the intentions page, and it had this life compass page. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do it again. Is that weird? I don't know, but that is on the table for sure. Okay, so this is just the getting started page. So it tells you all of the kind of where to start and like how to get started, and then just like the features of the planner. I'll show you the pages in a moment. And then it goes through the whole like how you set your goals for the year and the whole system, because she does have her own specific system, and it's based on like setting your vision, like creating your vision, and then using your vision to create your goals, and then breaking them down by monthly and weekly. So I really like that a lot. And this is kind of similar to the power sheets. I've seen people like compare them, but I prefer this more because I read on her website, like she wants to, instead of spending all the time like setting your goals, she wants you to be doing them, like doing things to make them happen. So I really appreciate that. This is like super succinct, and like it lays everything out, and it gives you like all of the steps, but it also kind of gives you a lot of flexibility, and it's more simple, and I like that a lot. So this is her system, the compass. So that she has 8 different areas where you can kind of break down goals for your life. I ended up only using 5 of them because I wanted to really, really focus on those 5 things. And the other things, I think I left out work and learning, and what else? Physical environment, and I combined personal and spiritual growth. So I kind of like kind of adapted them a little bit, but I think that is just fine, especially if you're working in this planner. This was super helpful when I was working through my goals, and you score yourself in all these areas. That's when I realized that like work, while it has its challenges and I'm always like learning and growing, like I feel very comfortable at work and very like secure, and like I doubt myself sometimes, but I know that like what I'm doing at work is good work, and I feel like I don't need to set any goals specifically in my personal life for work. Like I leave that stuff at work, and I just didn't want to include that here. But I also realized that health and wellness, financial, and like fun and recreation kind of surprised me. Like those were the ones that were like really stood out to me as like high scores. And I didn't realize that. Like I didn't realize that I wasn't including enough fun and recreation in my life. So, and I've actually kind of created those goals. So you can see on my mind map, here's that section. And I really like flushed it out and realized what I wanted to do when it came to that area. So I just thought that was really eye-opening, and I just wasn't prepared for that. And I think that's really cool. And then you have your intentions list. I used this printable as well, and it was really helpful to like see what I want to do less, what I want to do, what I want to let go. Like this was like, you had to be real honest with yourself here though. You have to like really open up and realize like where you want to take your life with your intentions. Then you get into your setting your goals. I like that she talks about writing goals. A lot of times we write them too broadly, or we write them like negatively, and she wants you to focus on the positive and make them really specific, and she gives you some really good examples. And then this goes into your annual, monthly, and weekly actions, which I think are great. I want to do more of this year. And actually, I'm thinking the more I get in, look at this and stuff, I think that maybe I want to use the planning pages, which I'll show you in a second, for like myself. I don't know. I won't use the weekly pages, but I will use maybe the monthly. We'll talk about it. Okay, so here's an area where you can write your annual goals for the whole year. And I like this little section here. How will my life improve by reaching these personal goals or these work and learning goals? I really like that a lot. Everything's color coded and it has a little symbol on it. Okay, here's where you create your vision board, which I really like. I'm not super big on vision boards, but I love mind maps. This to me is super like visual, and I can fit a lot of stuff on it. And when I'm creating my monthly goals, I look at this and I like really like the pictures trigger things in me. So instead of a vision board, I would probably do something like this on these 2 pages here. But I do think that it's cool that she leaves you pages to do that. Okay, we have some quick tips here. Make this space your own, create a ritual. I like that a lot because this year too, I am trying to, like close to the end of the month, actually set aside time to work on my tending list and my goals for the next month. And that is going to be super helpful, I think. Make your goals short and simple. I like that too. Specific goals. You can get real specific with the monthly and weekly too. That's really pretty. I like that. Okay, here is the monthly spread. So this is super simple. I love that about her products. It's like kind of like a blank slate. She gives you the framework of the spread, but then she like makes it very clean. I like that a lot. And I didn't know how to feel about this at first, but this is like, I don't know, it just looks very like clean. I like it a lot. And there's a little quotes everywhere. I really like that. Quotes really do inspire me. I actually have an app on my phone. I can't remember what it's called. It might just be called Motivations or something, but it gives me like several quotes a day, and you'd be surprised how like encouraging that is. Okay, so we have just the it looks like American holidays. We've got the little month at a glance for the next month over here, a little note section. This paper is really nice. Then you have a section for your monthly goals, and it's broken down by the different categories. And then I really like this too. Not a lot of planners or even goal setting planners include something like this. Writing reflections. So I do this at work every week. I write reflections of my goals, and I really like that there's a section here. I wish there was maybe some guiding questions or something like that, but that's something that I could definitely like do for myself, and I could like write them myself. Okay, then we have weekly actions. So this must be weekly actions for the whole month. Oh no, okay. All right, I was mistaken. So we have weekly actions, then we have the monthly or the weekly spread, and I love the format of this. There are a couple things I would tweak, but for the most part, this format is like almost perfect to me. So it is a little bit odd to me only because I'm like used to how Erin Condren lays out her weekly layouts. So you get Monday through Thursday over here, and then Friday through Sunday over here. And then you have a note section, and then you have a habit tracker built in to the page, which I do think is cool, but I don't do this many habits. But you could easily like cover that up or do something different with that. This is like my favorite format. I wish that other planners had this kind of format. This is like perfect for me. So it has very faint lines. You have a section for your headers. This is a little bit different though, because there's no section or like white space between the columns. But I love these lines because you could write like directly on the page and it would just be so nice. You could line up things really nicely. And then you have a section down here. I heard that she has this little heart here for daily gratitude, which I have a different system for that, but this is obviously, most people have one planner. So that is like a great idea there. You could use this for meal planning or just really anything, like a quick to-do list. I really love this format. And then you have your notes and reflections of the week and the weekly actions for the next week. I just really like this a lot. It does make the planner real fat. So I don't know if I used stickers every week in this planner. I just don't know what would happen with the coil. I don't know. It just like kind of scares me because I'm addicted to stickers. And I know that's not a problem for most people, but I do love using kits and I just don't know how that would work out. Just an observation there. Okay, so that is the format for every month. So you have your weekly layouts, your reflections for that week, and your weekly actions for the next week. And it looks like everything is very, very neutral except for your little color-coded categories. All right, and then we have our monthly reflection. So instead of a weekly reflection at the end of the month, this is what I wish was on the weekly reflection pages, is some guided questions. I love this so much. This is so nice, and I think I might have to incorporate this into my current system. I love this, and this is great too. Overall rating for the month. Such a nice quote, and that just looks so clean. So then you get into February, and it's a little bit different color, I believe. Let me see. Yes, okay, so the January was like this kind of purplish blue color, and then this is an aqua color, which is my favorite. Green for March. April is a gray. May is yellow, which is my birthday month. June is a peachy color. I also like peach. And then July is a pink. August is purple. September is that same January color, like the bluish purple. And then we repeat with the aqua and the green and the gray. So every month is the same as what we went through with January. Let's see what we have back here. Okay, so this is different. Okay, let's go back to April. Okay, so we have the monthly reflections for March, and then right before April, we have the quarterly compass. This I'm super intrigued by because I loved doing the compass thing at the beginning, like setting all my stuff up. So I think I might try to incorporate this as well. I just think this is great. You kind of like get to reset and you get to kind of just check in with yourself. 3 words to describe how I generally felt over the last 90 days. What's my biggest opportunity for growth? What area of life will be my main focus over the next 90 days? I just love this. This is what I need for my goal setting. I need it to be quick and simple, to the point, and really like dig in quick and move on. I really like that. So every 3 months, you get your quarterly compass. And then let's go back over here to December and see what's back in the extras section. So there's the last quarterly compass, and then you get a 2020 calendar and 2021 calendar, kind of a look ahead. And then you have some notes pages here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes pages. And then you get a little pocket folder here. This is very thin, so you'd have to be really gentle with it. You might be able to like wrap some like packing tape or something around it to make it a little more sturdy. And then you have this pocket back here that's built into the back cover, and it's just a little pocket there. Okay, so final thoughts. I really like that. This is what I'm talking about with the wire that just irritates me. You just have to maneuver it around a lot to make it work. It works. You just have to maneuver it. And I'm just not used to it all the time. Okay, so final thoughts. I really like this planner a lot, and If I wasn't on academic year, I probably would have tried this, even though I am kind of a loyal customer of Erin Condren. I don't think it's bad to try new things. I think it's good, actually. But I just don't know when I could start this. I asked her if she would start an academic year. She said not this year, but maybe next year. So that's definitely an option for next year. I think I will try to incorporate some of this stuff in this planner into my current system and just make this my goal planner or goal system or whatever. I don't know if that would include me like ripping out some pages, or that hurts me, but maybe just to kind of give myself some space, because this planner is rather large. But I just love the system that she's put together. It's really like spoke to me this year, and I really like, I think that it's going to do good things for me in 2020. And all right, let's look at our little bookmarks here that she included for me. So there are 3 of them, I believe. Let me go ahead and just open this way. Okay, so there are 3 of them. So we have My Vision, which goes at the front. Then we have monthly goals, which you can put at the beginning of the month, and then this week. So I think that this is a cool idea, and I wish that I had this for other planners. I wonder if this would work with other planners. I'm really curious. These bookmarks are $15 if you are interested in them. They kind of go from black to dark gray to lighter gray. I think these are so cool. I would love to have something like this for my planner. I might even just use these with this as a goal planner for myself for 2020 and just make this my system. So I don't know, still thinking on it, but that's definitely a possibility. Another possibility is that maybe I try out the weekly layout, maybe do some mock spreads, like 1 a month. I always have an extra kit that just didn't fit into my schedule in either of the 2 planners that I plan like that in. Would you be interested in seeing a mock spread of my plans in this planner on the weekly layout? Let me know down below if you're curious about that, because I think that would be really interesting to see. Like, it might make me more comfortable with switching planners if I try it out a couple times. So let me know about that. So if you have any questions about this planner, definitely leave those down in the comments below. I will be happy to answer them with an honest answer based on the experience that I have so far. If you want to see Plan With Me's using the weekly layout, you can check out Plan with Lincoln. I will leave her linked down below. She does beautiful spreads in this planner, and she's planning to use this through 2020, I believe. So there's that. And I really like this. I am pretty much like kind of wanting to use it. I want to use it for sure in some way, just not sure exactly how yet. So that is to be determined. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel for more videos. And I will see you next time. Bye!